YouTube, back again. I did a video, what was it, like a week or two ago, talking about what I've been talking about for the longest. The Girsan Match X. I said I was gonna come back on here and talk about if I will buy it again. Before I do that, I'ma just go over. It's like when I first bought it, I bought it stock. So I'ma just go over everything that I did to it, and then I'll tell you at the end if I buy it again. So some of the stuff you might already seen it. I mean, I've been shooting with it. I've been building on it as I go. So. Empty. YouTube. Empty. No rounds in the magazine. Safe and controlled environment. Alright, so first thing I did to it. I mean, not first thing I did to it. First thing I got is done to it is my internals. I did a lot of internal work to it. I basically replaced everything on the inside. All the internals is pretty much not stock no more. So you notice that the hammer is different. So what I did, I got a EGW ignition kit. I put an EGW ignition kit in it. Everything, hammer change, all the internals different. Got my sear spring. It comes with a sear spring, hammer, strut, all that basically. I got it down to a 3.5 consistent trigger pull. 3.5 consistent trigger pull. I probably could get it lower, but I'm not gonna mess with it. The 3.5 is good with me. I don't want to get it lower and then I mess around and start having problems like NDs, like negligent NDs, or from me prepping the trigger and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just leave it like that. 3.5 pounds is good. Nice crisp 3.5 pounds. I'll show you. That's the take up right there. Man, that's the take up. Man, that's it. Do it again. Take up. See that? Take up. Boom. Nice crisp trigger, nice crisp reset. So I did a EGW ignition kit. And at the end, I'll tell you how much I spent on everything. That's including the gun. That's all the internals, everything I did to it. So EGW ignition kit. I was having like ejection issues. So I seen somebody on YouTube saying to change out the ejector. So I changed out the ejector, and the only ejector that I could find that fits this gun is a Bull Armory ejector, a Bull Armory extended ejector. So I did that, and I still was having ejection issues, so it didn't fix it. But my ejector was loose. I seen somebody on YouTube said theirs was loose, so I checked mine was loose. So I changed that out, so my ejector is not loose no more. So I took that out the equation when I was having ejection issues. So I changed out the ejector. If yours ain't doing that, then you don't have to worry about it. Well, I changed mine out $20, and so that's changed out. I tried to tune my extractor, but obviously I ain't do it good. So I have my guy Corey at Tatum Tactical on YouTube. Go follow him. My guy Corey, he tuned my extractor, and he tuned my extractor, he polished my feed ramp and like in my barrel, and I ain't have no type of hangups with 147 grains, and I ain't have had a ejection problem since. I ain't had no stovepipes, no jams, nothing. So he fixed that. It still don't like eject far. It still don't eject far, but still don't eject far, but but I ain't had no issues, so I'm gonna leave it. All right, so another thing I did, if you notice, I got a different trigger. I got an Atlas flat face trigger. Atlas medium, I think it's medium. Yeah, Atlas medium flat face trigger. So with the flat face trigger and the EGW internal kit, that's when I got that crisp pull, 3.5 pound. Probably can get it down more if you wanted to. I wouldn't. I'm not doing it. If you can probably get it down less than 3.5 pounds. I wouldn't. But Atlas medium flat face black trigger. With the trigger, I'm still getting used to it because I think it's either me going from a curved trigger to a flat face trigger. I'm not either feeling the reset or something, so I'm giving myself trigger freeze. So I'm still trying to figure that out, which I think it's me, because any other time if I'm not running it fast, I ain't having no hangups, no issues. So I'm just believe it's me coming from that curved trigger to a flat face. I'm not really feeling where the wall at, so I'm really kind of having a little hang up on that, which it ain't too crazy, but it's slowing me down, which I mean I might need to be slowing down anyway on my shooting, because I can get a little fast and miss everything. All right, so I don't know if you've seen how a Girsan, the grip module come, you would notice that this is a different grip module. This is not a Girsan grip module. This is a Springfield Prodigy grip module. This is a Springfield Prodigy grip module. What I did was the Girsan grip module is plasticky. It feels plasticky. It got got good grip, but it's plasticky, and I just didn't like it. It's kind of not slippery, but it ain't. It's just too plasticky for me. So I found out that you can order a Springfield Prodigy grip module from Springfield Armory, and it's cheap. You know, I don't want to say prices on here, but it's cheap. You call in, you can get a Springfield Prodigy grip module, and I like it better. It kind of slims the frame down a little more. Also, the Girsan grip module is kind of bulky. It slims the grip. It slims the grip down more, and it looked better to me. What you think? So I got that. So then when I do that, you can start putting Prodigy. You can put Prodigy parts on it. So what I did next was I got this is a mainspring housing. I got a Dawson Precision steel mainspring housing. So this is a heavy one. This is steel. This is heavy. This adds I think the website says, let me see. Website says 1.65 ounces, like a little over a ounce and a half of weight to the gun. I wanted to weigh the gun down, heavy the gun down. I ain't paying 600 or however much, them steel grip modules. I mean, they up there. I ain't got it like that. I mean, y'all can ball, y'all can do that. I ain't got it like that. So I'm gonna figure out a way, the cheap way. So I got a steel mainspring housing, which added 1.65 ounces of weight so you can have less recoil. You got this. It's heavy. Now my gun is heavier. It was already kind of heavy because it's a 2011, but it made it heavier. So so control that recoil, better follow up shots. You can get your shots back for your follow up shots faster. So it added a little weight to the back end. It's already kind of front heavy because of the comp on the front. Comp kind of heavy on the front. So it kind of levels out the weight. So then I also, from Dawson Precision, got a steel. So this is steel mainspring housing, steel mag well. So the mag well is Dawson Precision mag well for a Prodigy, because it's Prodigy grip, Prodigy. And this adds 2.5 ounces to the firearm. So it's 2.5 ounces and 1.6 to the firearm. So also for more weight, more weight on the back end, faster. And then also, check out the funnel on it. Nice, good funnel. Good reload. Look at it. Good reload. Faster reloads. Heavier gun. So altogether, the mainspring housing and the steel mag well added, what's that? Added where we at? 4.15 ounces. 4.15 ounces with both, which is a little over a quarter pound. Like Burger King, a little over a quarter pound of weight on your gun. So now you got now my gun heavier, so my recoil is getting controlled better. I done shot it maybe once or twice with it, and I like it. I'm still getting used to it. I done switched out a bunch of stuff at once, so I'm trying to still get used to it. The grip is a little smaller than my Girsan, so I'm changing out. I'm trying to get my grip down better. So I'm gonna be working on that. All right. So all in all, that's all I did to it. I did also, and I changed out the recoil spring. I had tried an 8, didn't work for me. I tried the ones that came with it. I was having kind of issues with them. I wasn't having issues with them, maybe because I didn't figure out the ejection issue until after I changed out. So, but right now I'm running 10 pound recoil spring in it, and from a 10 pound recoil spring in it, you can get them from anywhere. And besides that, it's running good now. I ain't having no issues. I ain't had no stovepipes. I ain't having no fade to feed, no malfunctions, and I like it. I swapped out. I got a Hollison. I used to have a solid Ghost on here. I swapped out to a Hollison. I bought a Hollison 507 comp. Only reason why I did that was because I wanted a square. I liked the window on it. I liked the square window, but also Hollison got their reticles. They got 2 8 circle, 20 circle. They got a bunch of different reticles, and with this I can go from a two MOA with a 8 MOA circle on it, which make me, I can find the dot faster. With the 2 and the 8, I can find the dot faster without distorting the target. Where with the Siley, they got the 2 MOA and then they got like 32, something that you can't use for you can't use for competition shooting. You gonna drown out your target. So that's the only reason why I went to this. And also the square, I believe having this square window, you able to see more of the target. Siley got kind of like a little round, it kind of cover up a little stuff. But with this square one, you can see more of the target. So that's the only reason why I changed that out. I took that Ghost and I put it on my echelon. So I'm gonna start running both of them again. Besides I basically changed out everything. If you you can say it in the comments. I changed out everything. I like the gun. It shoot flat. It shoot good. Would I buy this gun again? No, I wouldn't buy it again. Would not buy the gun again. Why I wouldn't buy the gun again? Because when I first got it, having them ejection issues, all them ejection issues, I kept having it. Everything I kept trying, couldn't solve it. That turned me off on the gun. Maybe it's me because I didn't, that's my first 2011. I didn't know how to tune the extractor, and maybe it was me. But I also did research, and I ain't the only one that had issues with the extractor. They got a proprietary extractor, so you only can use their extractor. So I reached out to them to see if they'll send me a new extractor. They wanted me to send the gun in. I'm not a fan of sending my gun in to places. I'm not a fan of sending my gun in. I kind of want it close by me. I don't like waiting on my gun. So I asked them, could they send me a extractor. They said, nah, you gotta buy it, which is cool. I'm not tripping about that, because this is under 1,000 gun. So I'm pretty sure custom service ain't gonna be too hot. But I just wasn't sending my gun in, and by the time I was about to order a new one, my guy figured it out and fixed it for me. So I had to buy one. So no, and that's not the reason why I wouldn't buy it again. It's just, it was that turned me off on it. The optic is an RMSC. I looked at the gun. See what I did? I looked at the gun. I liked it. It's like an XC. It's like one of the only ones I've seen that was looking like an XC. I liked it. I ain't got XC money. I did research on it, and a lot of people liked it. So once I got it, then more stuff came out, and I could have got that. But the optic, it's RMSC cut. That, I don't know why they put an RMSC cut on this big gun, and with RMSC, it's slimline. It's pretty much about for slimline guns. You can't get no big window on RMSC unless you get this milled. You had to get the slide milled, or you got to run this big goofy plate. You notice I got a big goofy plate on it, and it kind of make your optics sit up higher. And I really don't like that. It look okay, but I don't like it. I want my optic sitting low with the gun, with the bore axis. But right now, this is how I'm running it. So the RMSC cut, I don't like the RMSC cut. The finish, if you look at this right there, you see them scratches. Look at that. Sucks. The finish sucks on it. Eventually, I'm gonna have to send it off. Probably get a DLC, PVD coated or something. Get the get the optic cut. But the finish sucks. Shouldn't be doing it. I don't care if it's. I don't care if it's I don't care if it's a budget gun. My Glock is $500. It ain't like that. My Echelon 6 don't look like that. The finish is trash. The front sight fell off, which I mean everybody had that problem. Put another piece of fiber optic in there and it don't work. But still, shouldn't fall off. But besides that, man, I like the gun. As much as I'm talking about it, I like the gun. I'm gonna keep the gun. This is my baby. I mean, I still like it, my baby, but if I went back, I wouldn't buy this gun again. I would probably go more. I don't know. I ain't gonna even say. I don't know. I would do my research and go with probably went with something else. Maybe something that's more in the about what I put in is just get a gun that's already at that price, which is you can figure it out. But all in all, I like the gun. I'm gonna keep running. I keep running the competitions. This is what I got. So y'all tell me what y'all think about the gun. Would y'all do the same thing? I like it, but I also got issues with it. If you want to know how much I spent all in all, I'm gonna tell you now. G and a half. That's everything in it, minus the Hollison. G and a half. Everything, including the gun. If y'all want the price breakdown, leave it in the comments. I'll leave it in the comments. Leave the list in the comments if you want the price breakdown. Besides that, peace out, YouTube. Till next time.